So what happens after your offer to buy a house is accepted? Let's find out. So there are a few steps you need to go through after your offer is accepted to buy a property. The first is confirm your mortgage product. Now, a mortgage broker may well have sourced the market prior to this to find a suitable deal for you, but when an offer is accepted, your purchase price may be different now, and also your deposit might have changed. So the broker, like Boon Brokers, will resource the market to find the best deal for you, and you need to confirm if you're happy for us to proceed on that basis. The second step is you need to speak to a solicitor to ask for their permission to act for you once you have a mortgage offer issued by the lender. Some people think you need to have them instructed when you have an offer accepted on a property, but at this stage you haven't actually had a formal mortgage offer yet, so your mortgage isn't guaranteed. And if you instruct your solicitor to proceed with conveyancing, they will likely bill you by the hour, and if your mortgage application falls through, you would have wasted quite a lot of money. So at Boon Brokers, we advise people to just speak to a solicitor initially, and then when your offer is actually formally issued by the lender, at that point it's legally binding to the lender, you can proceed with the full conveyancing. And the third step is for you to decide if you want an independent survey instructed on your property. Now, a lender will need to instruct their own valuation on the property. That's a mandatory part of the mortgage offer, but this could be automated or it could be physical. And unless you're paying for it, the lender isn't obliged to actually give you this report. So you might want to get your own done just to make sure the structural integrity of the property is right before you actually officially complete on it. So when you've had an offer accepted on a property to purchase, your broker can then submit your full mortgage application. They'll have the purchase price, deposit sum, they'll know from you if you're happy to proceed with the mortgage product as well, and they can now proceed and submit the full application. By this point, you should have already had an agreement in principle from your chosen lender, but a good broker will resource the market again just to make sure you're with the very best lender for you at that time when you have an offer accepted. The broker will then submit the full mortgage application. After that point, when the lender is happy with the initial checks of the application and has checked your documentation, they'll instruct a valuation. Like I said before, this can either be a physical or an automated valuation. If it's automated, you'll know because you might have a mortgage offer in the space of 48 hours or so. But if it's physical, there might be a bit of a delay waiting for the surveyor to be booked in. After that point, as long as the property is suitable security, you'll then receive an official mortgage offer, which is the first point in the whole process when your mortgage is legally binding, not to yourself until you accept it, but to the lender for a 6-month period. So when you've had a mortgage offer issue, you can now take a big sigh of relief because the mortgage offer is secured for you and it's legally binding to the lender, normally for a 6-month period. Up until this point, your mortgage offer is not secure. However, now that it is secure, you can instruct a solicitor with confidence. The solicitor can do background checks for you on the property, land registry searches. Crucially, they'll be communicating with the vendor's solicitor to make sure the transaction goes through smoothly, and they'll hopefully, after a few months, or even less, arrange an exchange of contract date. At that point, that's when you officially own the property. So if you're looking to make an offer on a property to purchase, you should really get in touch with a mortgage broker like Boon Brokers. At Boon Brokers, we have whole of market access to lenders in the UK, so we can find the very best mortgage deal for you. And we also have access to some exclusive deals that you can't find on the market. So rather than searching yourself, searching on comparison websites, going direct to a lender, that's very tiresome and you probably won't find the very best deal to you. Let us help you, we'll do all the research, and best of all, we're totally fee-free. We're not going to charge you at any stage of the process. That doesn't add a cost to you at any point. The lender takes that as a sunk cost. They're effectively paying us for our advice and packaging the deal on their behalf. So it doesn't affect you in any way. We're more than happy to help. And check out our Trustpilot reviews if you want to see the experiences of other clients. Thank you for watching this video on the process for buying a house in the UK. If you'd like to learn more, read the blog below, or also download our PDF guide on the process. If you'd like to submit an inquiry and receive a call back from one of our brokers, go to the boonbrokers.co.uk website. We'd be more than happy to help you.